Okay, y'all. So we all know what happened this weekend with XXXTentacion. X, how he got murdered Monday. So we're just going to go ahead and elaborate on that. So his alleged killer boosted online after the slaying. The 22-year-old was arrested, and this is according to the dailybeast.com. The 22-year-old was arrested in the shooting of X, and he's a tattoo artist who bragged on Facebook days after the rapper's death. He wrote, "You never know what's next." His name is Dredrick Devonshea Williams, and he's of Pompano Beach, Florida. He warned in the Post Wednesday, and Williams, he's a father who was on probation for grand theft auto, and he goes by the name Chucky. So the person I'm describing is the person who killed XXXTentacion. The words accompanied a photo of Williams posing with a white car behind him, a post that quickly attracted X fans and they went ahead and they trolled his Twitter account on Thursday. Like I mentioned before, on Monday afternoon, X was shot and killed outside a motorsports business in South Florida. He was 20 years old. He was driving away when he was approached by two armed suspects in what the Broward County Sheriff's Office is calling a robbery gone wrong. One suspect fired into his BMW, but then the duo, they fled in the SUV. X was transported to the hospital where he was pronounced dead on the scene. Late Wednesday night, a detective pulled Williams over in a 2004 silver Honda Accord, according to the police report. And Williams was charged with first-degree murder, along with violating the probation and operating a motor vehicle without a valid license. Authorities, they say that the killing was not premeditated, but police could soon pretty much, according to TMZ, they have now another suspect, and a judge issued a pair of arrest warrants. So, yeah, I mean, extremely sad, horrible, and you just never know how short your life is. Just be careful out there. You were really shocked when I texted you and told you that X had been killed. How did you feel about all of this?
Like you said, I definitely was surprised. I feel like it was very unfortunate. And it's sad because, like, this man did not even reach, like, a peak in his career. Like, this was before
until after he died, of course.
Right. I mean, of course, people are going to come out the woodwork talking about how much they were a fan of him. But, I knew of XXXTentacion, but, I mean, and I did like some of his music, but I'm not going to lie and say, like I said, and followed him, and, like, he was just a super influential person in my life. He definitely had a troubled past, and but at the same time, nobody deserves to die, and I think what me resonate with it is the fact that he was, like, so young and on the beginning of his rise. And also I felt like he was changing for the better, and it was crazy because, I don't know, you sent me that video, someone else sent me a video, but it was like before he passed, he was talking about, if he were to die, he would just want to be remembered music, you know what I'm saying? So it's just like, he knew that his time here on this earth was not long, but at the same time, I feel like when you are of that stature, like, you have to make better decisions, but sometimes you are just dealing with what life has gave you to deal with, what cards you've been dealt, and I just feel like it's just so tragic and it's so sad, and it's unfortunate that, his whole passing. I'm not going to lie and sit here and act like I didn't see this coming. The same thing with Tekashi, that we are talking about, like Tekashi 6ix9ine, who's like this rapper from, and, how dramatic he is. He's always looking for beef. And honestly, I feel like
they know.
Right. I feel like with him, like, this is the catalyst that woke him up to show him, like, you're not invisible. This is someone who's on your same level, who had the same number of hits, who's just started their career, and who could be this big-time rapper. But he was murdered because he's in the wrong place at the same time. And you, nigga, you looking for these beats, and you haven't been touched. But don't believe that you're invisible. You know, all it takes is you just to slip a tad bit, a little bit. If somebody really wants you and don't have anything to lose, you know. And he said that, like, he apologized for everything, and he realized that, you know, life is something to take serious. So it's just really, it's fortunate, you know, and I do feel sorry for, like, his family and everything, but I'm not going to sit here, like I said, and pretend like he was just this great human being and he had to contribute so much. I just think it's just his youth, you know, is what really bothered me. The fact that he was on the rise, and for him to be so young and to lose his life for something so stupid, you know, like a Louis Vuitton bag, is fucked up. How did you feel, Ms. Angel Mondrina?
Absolutely. I felt like it was horrible. He was so young, and like you said, 6'9", you know. He's had to get his shit together after doing the dumbest shit looking for beef because, like you say, he's not invisible, nor is he invincible, you know, and motherfuckers, they have nothing to lose, and they looking, you know what I'm saying, to be on, you know, get their 5 minutes of fame on the news. Yeah, I killed him, you know, the nigga was like 6'9" this and 6'9" that, niggas is on my, oh, my bad, sorry, that's one of my songs, I like that song that he made, but anyways, he just needs to cut it out. And once again, it's extremely sad that this happened to him. And did you also know that that his mom had made a post and said, like, you know, he left us one last gift, and he actually had a newborn baby on the way. I think the baby was like 6 weeks or something like that, or she's 6 weeks. The woman is 6 weeks now, or something like that. And you know, he knew about it before he passed away. So, you know, it's crazy. Like, he passed away, but, you know, at least the mom, she has a grandchild, you know what I'm saying, now. So that's crazy, too. But, yeah, you know, once again, don't take life for granted. Don't think that you're invisible nor invincible. And try and be positive, you know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers ain't got to be all hood and ghetto and all of that shit. Like, real gangsters, real thugs, they don't want one. They trying to get out of that life. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers ain't going out looking for that shit. We don't want to be around that shit. If you actually came from that shit, you know how difficult it is. You know how life is, how motherfucking, you know, gunshot outs, all of that shit all around you. You're not trying to be on that shit. You're trying to make a positive change and get out of that type of situation. So, you know, just like Uncle Elroy, you know what I'm saying? He got his check and he was gone. You know, ain't nobody trying to, you know, stay down and be in the hood and all of that shit. You know what I'm saying? Hell no. So, yeah, just be careful, y'all, and don't be stupid, you know, and just because, like I said, and like Jen said, you can be at the wrong place at the right time, and somebody will light your ass up who has nothing to lose. But with that being said,